It's incredible how tall all this grass is that's grown during this season. It's beautiful to see this time of year because everything's reached its full maturity. As the days get shorter and darker and the temperature starts to drop, we know what it means. This season is coming to an end. As beautiful as all of this is, it would be naive to think that it's all that it was ever about. Fall is coming, and then winter, and all this growth will die. Thousands of years ago, an ancient Israelite prophet said, "All flesh is like grass, and like the flower of the field. The grass withers and the flower fades, but the word of the Lord endures forever." And while that sounds discouraging, like everything's gonna die, it's all vanity, what's the point? The truth is so much better than that. You just have to understand the purpose of the season. Because your life is not just flesh, but it's also spirit. And just like there's two parts to you, there's two parts to God's will for us. The first part finds its completion in the second part. And the will that God left us is two parts, the Old Testament and the New. And in order to find the true meaning of all of this, you have to cross over from the old to the new. God spoke to the whole world through his prophets in ancient times, but in these last days, he sent his one and only Son. In fact, all of the ancient prophets spoke of the day that God would send an anointed one, a Messiah, to deliver us. When God first created the world, he sowed good seed. All this beautiful stuff was never meant to die. You were never meant to die, and you know this in your heart, because God put eternity in the hearts of every man. Jesus, God's Son, came and showed us that the purpose of this whole season is not just to grow and die, but it's for harvest. When speaking to the religious leaders of that day, he rebuked them and warned them. He said, "You hypocrites, you know how to discern these natural signs and seasons, but you cannot discern the signs of the times." He said, "You search the scriptures diligently, because in them you think you have life. But these are all those which speak of me. And now here I stand before you, and you won't believe in me." Jesus is the Son of God, and God validated his Son. After he was crucified for our sin, he was raised to life for our justification. The world God made is beautiful. People made in his image are beautiful, but sin and death has corrupted everything. If we try to make everything about this life alone and the flesh alone, we'll miss the purpose for which we were created. If we think all of this is all there is, then to wither and to fall is all that's left. But the Son of God came and said, whoever believes in him, whoever will put their trust in him, the end of this season isn't the end of life. It's just harvest, and we're crossing over into the next season. So please, lift up your eyes, look around. It's harvest time.